And we can live our lives like that, thinking of what we didn't do, instead of being present, instead of being able to say, Luke and I had the trip of a lifetime. We went to Rio together. We went up, we saw that Christ the Redeemer statue. We chatted about stuff. We watched some football. We were together 14 days and 14 nights, every moment of every day together, Father, Son. It changed us. If instead of saying that, my head would be over here, why didn't I go? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I go to the statue? You see, many of us live our lives like that. We live them in regret, and instead of being in the chair of the present, our heads are in the chair of regret. And we're thinking of what we should have done, could have done. Why didn't we do that? And our heads go over there, and we forget that we have testimonies, and all we can remember is the regrets. And then there's the future. Our future. Our future where our prophecies sit. Over here, but the greatest enemy of your prophecies is fear. And we'll do the same thing, you see, instead of being present, instead of being able to sit here and say, I have a prophetic word. God has said this about my future. Instead of being able to sit here and pray into that future, instead of being able to think, what do I need to do? What steps do I need to take? My head's in fear. I'm thinking, I can't possibly do that. And so instead of being present, I'm over here sitting with my head in the future, wrapped up in fear. And I think it's Chris that said this first. But fear is to imagine a future without God in it. Regret is to imagine a past without victory or value. And he wastes nothing, and he gets you ready. And he redeems the lows of your life, and he repeats the highs of your life. That's who he is. Regret says my past has no victory or value. And fear says there's a future, and God's not in it. But you have prophetic words. And those prophetic words are like this to me. It's as if God, who is yesterday, today, and forever, he's omnipresent. He's already been to your future. And your prophetic words are an encounter with a God who knows your future. He's already had a look. He's gone, your future. He's come, hey, do you want to know what your future's like? I've been there. I took a look at it. You see, fear leaves us thinking that we have a future without God in it. But God's already been there. He's visited it, and he's come back, and he said, this is what your future looks like. The incredible thing about the prophetic is that not only is a prophetic about what you look like in the future, but he knows what the world will look like that the transformed you will occupy. And that's incredible. He'll give you a word over here. You get a word over here and you think, well, that doesn't work. How could that possibly work? The world doesn't look like that. No, he's getting you ready so that you are walking forwards, being transformed into your prophetic word, and he's transforming the world at the same time so that the two of you converge. Fear will have you sitting over here, imagining a future without God in it. And regret leaves you with a past without victory or value. But none of that should be true. None of that. You see, God